dates for our first key and our first kiss, and the third kiss we decided we would climb the mountain in one of our favorite canyons. And neither one of us are too sure what the canyon was, but I think it was Little Cottonwood. And so we went to about the second mountain in Little Cottonwood Canyon on the right-hand side, and I was going to teach her how to climb a mountain. And so
Just you have the Sego Lillies.
This is your first kiss with Margie.
Yeah,
I thought we were going to tell about the first kiss in junior high school.
No, this was
Way back when.
First kiss with my
With your bride. Okay.
with a lady who was going to become my bride.
Yep.
And so we climbed the mountain, and we got up there, and she wanted to know what these beautiful little flowers were on the mountain. I said, well, that was what kept the pioneers alive when our family, part of the Atkinson family, came with the pioneers who pulled the push carts or pull carts across the plains. But the first year they were there, the crops had failed, and so they were starving. And they saw these little flowers. They're called Sego Lilies, and they saved the lives of pioneers because a Sego Lily, if you trace the stem of a Sego Lily, it'll go down into the ground, but it curls, and so it travels along
You're gonna have it all
underground.
gone.
That's the idea.
And so I showed her.
So are they hard to dig up because you have
They're very hard.
to trace that stem?
It depends on how hard the soil is, but anyway, the stem is usually goes like about maybe anywhere from 6 inches to about 15 inches, and it curls and twists around. So I showed her how to find a stick and and follow the stem, get the stem. You go to the end of the stem, and you'll find a little round bulb at the end of the stem. It looks kind of like an onion,
Mm-hmm.
but it's sweet and mushy.
Not tart like an onion, or
And I couldn't believe that she had a whole family of pioneers and didn't know what a Sego Lily was.
didn't they put
How to get the bulb.
the Sego Lily flower? Didn't they put it on canned milk or something like that, like
Yeah.
a logo for years and years?
Well, when I was a kid, the Sego Lily canned milk company was only 2 blocks from my home,
Oh wow,
and it was between me and Grandpa's house.
there it is.
And so I would go down the road to the Sego Lily plant, and I always stopped in, took a tour of the plant, and they always gave me a can of Sego milk. They knew who I was. So,
Was that in Clarkston or
no, that was in Logan.
Logan? Okay.
But so I taught Mom how to dig a Sego Lily bulb and eat it.
Hmm.
And
You sure it wasn't Logan Canyon then?
no, but they were
Cottonwood's a
all along
long
the-
way from
the
Logan.
foothills of the Rockies.
Oh, okay.
They'd come in patches, so some mountains have a lot of them, some wouldn't have any.
It saved
Nice.
their lives. Can you imagine having to know about everything about plants as a pioneer? I mean, that's some of your most important learning,
Mhm.
is so that you can know about plants and know which ones you can eat and which ones would kill you. You'd have to know if you're foraging for your food out in the. So they knew a lot more than we did. Maybe not.
Yeah, they could survive in the
Not
wild
yet.
a lot. It's amazing what happens when you have to cross the plains in handcarts, how many plants you get to know that you can eat. You get real hungry otherwise.
Yes,
Can I eat this grass? So there was something about a disappointed girl in junior high school because she said she was going to marry the first person she kissed, and you were the person. And
Well, this was not in junior high school. This was when I left on my mission.
oh,
I left for Midvale, Utah.
okay.
And while I was gone, my folks moved,
Oh,
but they left a forwarding address.
To Murray.
okay.
And where they moved to was just across the State Street. Margie lived on
Second
Second
east.
where the Fashion Place Mall now is. That was part of their farm.
Part of the Lundskog farm, yeah.
But they lived on Second East, and your folks lived on Second West.
Well,
Or
not
10th
Second
West.
Days, it was the street that they lived on was named after them because all the members of their family owned a home. Had built a home on that street.
Lundskog Lane
No, it's called
Gillen Lane.
or Gillen Lane?
It was called Gillen Lane.
Oh, okay.
And so all of her brothers and sisters, and we had a lot on that street too.
Oh.
And we were going to build our home there, but we decided to sell the lot.
And-
to pay
and
the rent on our
Get the
house,
down
or-
payment in Henderson?
I don't remember. We
Yeah,
did,
it probably was for the down payment.
did we ever sell it?
Yeah, we sold it.
Which lot was it? Who was it next to?
It was across the street, I think, from Helen's house.
Okay, so down towards the end on the right hand side. Okay, or on
that
the
was
west side
about
of the
that.
street,
Oh,
right?
oh well, let's see. I guess we were talking about the
The Kiss. Yeah.
when I came home from my mission. I made my report to the High Council, and two of the High Council members were her brothers.
No, just one of them. Just
I
Ellery.
think it was two of them was at the time. I think both Ellery and Parley were both members at that time. But Ellery was the one who thought this new missionary had just reported to make a good boyfriend for her.
Yeah. Okay. Little couple arranging there going on.
And anyway, he
told me.
he told her she needed to get acquainted with this guy. And but the guy, when I came home, a girl in our ward had already decided that I was going to. She was going to see if she could marry me.
She was waiting for him to come home from his mission.
Oh,
So she
because
said, but he didn't know her.
you'd not even met this girl before.
No, I didn't even.
How did she get to know
I
about
didn't
you?
even know that I lived over there at the time.
Because they moved while he was on his mission.
Yeah, but how did the girl know about you?
Well, because we were members of the ward, and everybody in the ward knew who the missionary was who was over in Denmark.
Oh,
Well, we found out that her brother had eyes on Janine, and she thought he was going to marry Janine.
But you have to think about this in context too. Back in the day, everybody was in everybody else's business all the time. There wasn't a thing that happened in anybody's family that everybody else in the community didn't know about.
But she was a member of the Brown family. The Brown family in our ward had about
10 kids.
8 or 10 kids.
I could see why they would put dibs on a potential spouse fairly quickly.
But anyway, when I came home, she was a beautiful girl, and so I dated her, and I was considering proposing to her at the time that I met Margie.
Oh,
And so I dated Margie for a while, and she got quite jealous about what was going on there. But anyway,
I'll bet she did.
she had made
Sister Brown got jealous, or Margie got jealous, or both.
As far as I know, just
You didn't know about
just
Sister Brown?
Sister Brown. But we belonged to the Inman and Gleaner group in the stake. She was the Gleaner leader for the stake, and I was the leader for the.
Okay, it's called MIA now. So explain what gleaners are, because
Is it even called MIA
these guys don't even know
now?
what gleaners are.
Now,
No, it's
now they're just
past
called the
that,
young
isn't
men, the young women.
Yeah.
But at that time, the young men and young women. Once you reached the last class in MIA, until you graduated from MIA, you were an inman or a gleaner.
And a gleaner is someone that goes in the field and picks up the seeds that get missed while they're harvesting, right?
That's what it was named after.
Yeah.
Their ideal for their youth was Ruth, who was the
Ruth from the Bible, yes.
She's the gleaner.
Not your mom.
She's the gleaner from the Bible that everybody knows.
Okay.
But And so I was our ward leader, and she was the stake leader. So that's how we met. And we used to go to a dance somewhere in the Salt Lake Valley. All the Salt Lake Valley eminent leaders met together every Thursday night to have a dance.
Can you imagine how big that dance would be now if they did the whole Salt Lake Valley in one dance?
Well,
Yeah.
there were 300 to maybe 300 to 500 young people in every
Yeah,
dance.
there'd be 300,000 now.
At least.
Um,
You okay? Oh yeah. Kinsey.
and
Kinsey's been.
So you went to the dance.
Their family's been
Well,
sick and they've been super
yeah,
busy.
we started dating, but at the time we started dating each other, I had already been
She has nothing
dating
to feed the baby today.
Did she find something? That's what
Leona.
she's asking me.
Leona Brown?
Brown. And like I said, she belonged to a family of about 10 kids, and the whole family had the most beautiful brown eyes that I'd ever seen. In fact, you could recognize a member of the family by their eyes, because every one of them had the same eyes.
Kind of like the Osmonds, yeah.
Something like that.
Today's I'm just waiting for her.
Okay, so what happened to the dance?
Nothing. We did get acquainted at the dance. We all went to the dance, and Leona would go to the dance too. So we were all the young people went to it. And me and this leader, Margie, we used to dance a lot together,
Mm-hmm.
and we started dating together. And Leona had made a reservation. She was only going to kiss the man that she was going to marry.
Ah, she's the one. Okay.
And she kissed me, and I kissed her back.
Of course you
And-
did.
But then I felt really bad about it because I decided to marry this one,
Mm-hmm.
and that one got pretty jealous.
Got a little upset that she didn't get to marry her first kiss. Oh dear, did she ever forgive you?
Very jealous. She did.
Well, she married somebody else, so she must have.
Was there something about her dancing on top of a car? Or
climbed out
getting
the car
upset?
window.
Well, there was one of our dates that we were on together, all of us, and she was in the car, and this one was in the car too.
Oh,
And-
you had both of them in a car together?
Well,
Well, there's lots of
we were
kids
all
and lots of
member in the
kids in
same
the
group
car.
Uh-huh.
together.
Okay.
But she
She-
was sitting by me and she didn't like it, so
Uh,
she climbed out the window.
She
Oh, my goodness.
She registered her displeasure with the situation by climbing out of the window of the car up onto the roof while it was going down State
While it
Street.
was moving.
While it was going down State Street.
Oh my goodness. She get hurt?
Oh,
Just pouting.
Rodney had
Oh my.
a girlfriend too that he broke up with while he was driving her home. And she opened up the door and jumped out when they were going about 45 miles
Who
an
was
hour.
that?
A girl that Rodney dated.
That's seriously mental unstable.
That's
see?
what I
You
said.
think?
Wow.
well,
How dare you
they were
break up with me?
se-
Out the door I
severely
go.
registered their severe displeasure
Yes.
with what was going on.
Yes. It's very scary. Good stories. All right. I'm going to pause.